Hello and welcome to TNA Top 10, episode 130, December 28th, 2025. And I got a little bit ahead of myself. Sorry about that. I'm T Weave. With me, as always, are Andrew and Allison Faye. How's it going, fellas?
Hi.
Fellas, last
Every episode.
show of the year,
God.
2026 is around the corner, and that's disgusting.
That's
We are
so
old.
gross. That's
My
gross.
father told me, before he passed a couple years ago, that the older you get,
Mhm.
the faster time goes.
That's true.
And boy, he won't lie.
Mhm.
So I went through a lot of pictures to put this slide deck together. And it's funny because a lot of stuff I was like, that was this year? That seems
Yeah.
like 3 years
Yeah.
ago.
Yep.
Yeah, that
And a
seems
lot
like
of stuff, it
forever
was
ago.
like, we did that show 10
This year?
months ago. It seems
Yep.
like it was 2 months ago. And it's such a weird mix of
Mhm.
things seeming like they were last year and seeming like they were last week.
Yeah, like I said, it is. My God, it is so gone, and it's the most important time of the year in my business. So the next couple days will be brutal. It was brutal on Saturday. They called 10 car deals at once, which means it's time to build them all out. And there's 4 of us, and there's 10 customers, so y'all can do math pretty good there. And then they continue to add to them. And we have one specific sales manager who gets a lot neurotic whenever anything gets busy.
I
So
know who
I
this
have
is.
I have threatened on more than one occasion to bring him a brown paper bag. And tomorrow,
Did we talk about him last week? We talked
Yeah.
about somebody last week.
I think
Same
it's
guy.
the same guy.
Oh, that very well could be.
Yeah.
Andrew's
So
like, I talk about him all the time, whether it's
Yeah,
on the
all the
show
time.
or anywhere else. I don't know. I get it.
he
mixed
deserves it. So tomorrow morning at our managers meeting, I may present him with the brown paper bag because I went and I got my CBD this evening or this afternoon. And so it's got the CBD stamp on the outside of the bag. I'm going to say that was for me to be able to tolerate you needing this. And I'm going to hand him the brown paper bag for when he hyperventilates.
Man.
So the thing is, the way you eat an elephant is always been, always will be one bite at a time.
Start with one
So
thing. Yep.
Yeah.
pacing back and forth, getting yourself all wound up, watching the salespeople watch you and then match your energy. None of that is actually conducive to business.
That's similar to me cleaning out my garage recently. Because I
There you
started,
go.
I figured I got some time off.
Mhm.
I can, there's a lot of things in my garage I don't need. I hire people out to do yard work and stuff. So I had some yard equipment. It's like, I'm never touching this. So I got a storage unit and I'm putting it there.
Nice.
So I'm cleaning stuff out. I'm going to clean the floor up and everything. And I'm going to create a soccer area for Cyrus, But it's the same thing. Oh, and I've got to admit, my recycling bin blew away in a storm and I never saw it again. I don't know if a neighbor stole it. I have no clue.
I think I'm like Twister with like Terry's recycling bin.
So cardboard boxes continued to pile up in my garage. And it is a massive amount of cardboard in my garage. And I'm not going to tell you how many pizza boxes are out there because that's pretty damn embarrassing.
He told me. It's pretty great.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Yeah.
so same thing. I had to
Yeah.
do a little bit at a time. It's like, what am I going to do first? And then
I
did
have
a little bit of that,
requested-
then I kept going.
I have requested recycling over and again at my house. And the trash company we use, which used to be Waste Industries, now it's like GLI or GLF or whatever it is, does not provide recycling. And I'm like, it's 2026. You don't provide recycling. So all the recycling, we recycle plastic bottles and plastic, but everything else goes in the trash can. Everything else goes in the trash can or the burn pile. So, but then
That's
you
always
have the
fun.
burn ban, so you have to be careful
Right.
because you ain't starting a fire. Or if you burn, you will start a fire. But anyway,
See, here's what happens recently to me multiple times. I'm driving down the road and I smell smoke. It's wintertime. There's smoke coming from a lot of places. And I'm like, is that my car?
I got a picture yesterday of Terry's car. That said your package has been delivered. Terry's Christmas present arrived in Harvest yesterday.
Did they put it on his car? What?
No, but they took a picture of the house,
Angle.
a wide
Oh.
angle, and the car is in the driveway.
Mm-hmm.
And so here's the problem, though. I got Terry's license plate number too.
Yeah.
Like, it's fine because we're best friends, but I'm like, dude, you just shot a license plate number
Yeah.
on somebody that we're delivering car to or delivering package to. What is wrong with you?
Well,
Think
to be
what is
honest, in
wrong.
December, I will take that because
Yeah.
it actually got here.
Yeah, that's true.
It's
Good
true.
point.
Amy's gift is lost in fucking Paducah again, I think.
No, it was my gift, wasn't it?
No, it was
From
Amy's.
Amy? Oh.
Well, no. When I sent her a gift, remember it went to Paducah,
Oh,
and then
right.
it went back to Evansville, Indiana, and then it went back to Paducah or whatever. I'm like,
Well, let's talk about gifts because
Yes,
let's go ahead and do that. Let me turn off my background because it's really going to screw up me and
Yep.
me being able to.
You gonna
do
go
this.
first?
I'll go first, and
Okay.
I'll show because I was blown away because I didn't get Andrew anything nearly as good as this, right? So, what the hell? Okay, none. There we go.
There you go.
So now
got
you
it.
get to see my this. This is a picture,
Yep.
and it's kind of glossy because I still haven't taken it out of the plastic.
Tilt it down.
Let
There
me
you go.
take it out of the plastic.
so I hit
Take
the
it out.
wrong button. I hit the wrong button. I apologize on your introduction, Terry. But this person, whoever put your gift together, has so much talent. It's ridiculous.
Okay, so there we go. No plastic, and I'm going to screw up.
Oh no, that's
You
really
still
good.
can't see it great.
No,
but
we can see it. It's
this
good.
is a picture of Jordan-Hare Stadium, the home of the Auburn Tigers football team, and it is made entirely of the scores of every win that the Auburn Tigers have had as a football team in their entire history as a program starting in the 19th century.
Yeah.
It's
Excellent.
fabulous.
I came
Thank you,
across it.
Andrew.
I came across it online, and I wasn't sure. It wasn't even that it was that one, and I was just looking. I'm just looking for gifts, and I'm like, and then all of a sudden Jordan-Hare popped up, and I said, I know who
Yeah.
needs this. And online I'm reading it, and I'm like, that's a win-law. And I read the descriptor because you really have to get up on it to be able to see the scores and the date and all that stuff. But I think whoever did that, it was 100% fantastic. You
Oh, it's
know,
wonderful. The
'cause-
only problem, and I told Allison this, and this is not a big deal in other states or for other universities, but on the back it says everything is property of the University of Auburn. Well, in our state, AU and UA are on different sides of the state, and it's a very big deal to us.
Oh
That's
my
the only
God.
thing that was a little bit of a faux pas there.
We'll blame the artist, okay? But no, I'm glad you love it because that was
Oh,
I
it's
saw that
great.
and I said, I know who to send this to. And they had an option to matte and frame it, but I wasn't sure of what color and if you wanted it matted and framed because it's awfully large from what I gather. Isn't it
That's what she said.
It's big. It's big. I
he
would
said that too.
say
Isn't it a
just an
20 by
estimate,
20 by 16?
at least 20 and definitely 16.
Yeah.
Probably 20 by 16, something like that. If not more than 20.
Yeah.
Fair.
And
Yeah.
so to buy the matting and the stuff to get it correct,
Oh,
again,
yeah.
because what I would do is a navy blue frame or an orange frame and a blue mat or an orange
Right.
mat, depending on because that's their colors.
Yeah, and my deal is I don't know if I want to do it here or if I want to take it to work because there's a lot of people at work that would love it too, you know. But as I was explaining to Allison, when I go back to work in January, I got no damn clue what my desk is going to look like because they booted me out of the one because I changed jobs. They booted me out of the place I was sitting. So I got no clue what it's going to be like.
Yeah.
Well, you're not the only one that got great gifts. I'm still waiting for yours, gentlemen's. But Amy sent us our presents, and we all got the same thing. So I'm gonna share them.
Hold
Go
on.
ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Allison's allegedly will be to her house tomorrow. And the reason I say allegedly is I ordered her present and then got an email stating that I did not make selections for what the present should be or look like. And I said, the hell I didn't. And so I had to send it. But they sent me a thing before they sent me the first email that says, your gift has shipped to Connecticut. I'm not sure what shipped to Connecticut if I did not make the appropriate choices, but something shipped to Connecticut. And so now it is officially on the way to
All right.
Connecticut
Well, we'll find
with
out.
the appropriate choices made.
Okay.
But I cannot believe that they're like, you didn't pick anything. Well, how did you bill me for it? Like you
How
have to
did you
pick
sip
them
them?
to get to the bill.
Yeah,
So
that's gotta block you from going to the next step.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
That's
saying.
bad software right there.
How did you bill me for it? Anyway, on to Amy's gift, which was
So,
fabulous.
Amy's gift, we had an argument whether they were art pieces or coasters. I'm pretty
Art,
sure we are
clearly.
all going to use
I
them as
thought they were
art.
shower tiles. Well, I mean,
Oh, well, Amy got us printed coasters of our best AI pictures of all of us this year. So you could see all 4 of the girls. I mean, like,
And in her defense, I was not the head ball coach yet, but I do love Touchdown Tommy.
yes,
So
that's correct.
it'll look really good next to the Indomitian Sioux football and
There
my
you go.
my University of Nebraska diploma.
The rest of the shrine. The rest of the
oh, I do
shrine.
have my Auburn diploma behind me. You got a
I
little.
don't know where my diplomas are. No idea.
Allison's one of those people. I went to school for 86 years because I'm
I did.
old, but they're in a box somewhere.
I did.
maybe.
I have 4 diplomas. I have
Oh.
no idea where anyone is.
No, it took.
None.
And I said this before we started going live. It took me 6.5 years to get one. I ain't going back.
Oh,
I did change majors in my defense, and I worked. So,
and he went to Auburn,
Yeah.
where we don't hunt and we don't fish, but we know fucking ball.
Yeah,
we are
so
Auburn fans.
and I said something about that earlier today about the CEO of Apple went to Auburn, and the reason I brought that up is because I smashed my phone in an order. So that's a casualty of all the work I'm doing in the garage.
There you
But
go.
my original plan when I went to college, I was in chemical engineering, and I had planned to go to Colorado State and get a PhD and be a professor.
Oh,
Imagine me as a chemical engineering professor.
no, thank you. I'm good.
Yeah, I'm glad that didn't happen.
Thank.
My nephew is at Georgia Southern studying chemistry and engineering, and he absolutely loves it. This is the one that's slightly autistic, and
It's fun.
it's all math and science. It's all black and white. There's no, and then for
all
him,
facts
it's
and
just,
figures.
oh
Yep.
yeah.
Until
he's-
you get to organic chemistry and there's
Oh,
no
no.
numbers involved,
Yeah.
and you're like, what the hell happened to all the numbers?
Yeah. Where did everything go?
But apparently he's doing very well. So Terry,
Excellent.
you would have done well too. Here's my thing. You guys were talking about teaching before I logged on, and I'm a very good teacher, but you better be a willing participant because I don't have any time for people that don't want to learn.
Right.
So if you are serious about learning something, I can teach you. If you're going to half-ass it or not show up or pretend like it doesn't matter, then I could give a shit. And
You are dead to me.
I figured that out in college, though, when I was
Straight
teaching
to jail.
college freshmen. Straight to jail. I figured that out with college freshmen, though. You're like,
Oh
"Hey,
yeah.
why am I failing this class? Well, how many of the assignments have you turned in?
How many
You missed a
classes did you
test
show up
altogether.
to?
You know that research paper that was due last week that you didn't turn in that was 20% of your grade? Guess what? That,
Oh man, talk
So-
about leniency. With I don't know, Allison, if you dealt with this. He's a little bit older, but teachers with turning stuff in 2025 are so much more lenient than we ever experienced.
My son never knew the pain of like a really well failed test
Yeah.
because they just never let it happen.
Oh, well, I got one back on my 21st birthday.
Oh.
I made a 9 out of 105.
Oh, Jesus, Terry.
It was a fluid mechanics class.
Oh,
And this was
Lord. Okay.
and it was open book, open notes.
Oh, no. You got a 9 on an open book test?
You want to talk about hard. This was hard.
That's like my
And
differential equations the first time.
I'm like, I look back at it and I'm like, what did I even get 9 points for? 'Cause I didn't do shit. But
So
I got it back on my 21st birthday, and boy, did that set up a good night.
Yeah.
How does so I was listening. 9 out of 105 open book. What did your notes look like?
I don't know, honestly. I got no clue because all I know is fluid mechanics is there are a million formulas you can use.
Yes, correct.
Which is why
And-
you would do open notes. I get that part.
Right.
Yeah.
And you got to
Exactly.
figure out what is the proper
I was gonna
formula to
say,
use.
yeah,
And that is very difficult, even with
it is.
open.
So it doesn't matter
book
if you could solve the formula because you have it. If you have the wrong formula for said
Correct.
equation, it's
Right.
not going to matter.
Which
Yep.
is very similar to when I got a really bad grade on an electrical engineering test because I did everything in the exact reverse.
Oh, Terry.
Or in calculus where I left the plus C off of everything for anybody that's taking calculus. And I got 30 points knocked off just for that. So I shot myself in the foot. I was drunk that night, Bober. I wasn't drunk that day. But
Well, I could
college
could
was
do-
fun, not only for the nightlife, but also class was pretty fun too. I got in an argument with a guy in the lunch and like in the student union about buoyancy one time, and he
Oh.
threw a pencil at me.
Oh,
That's how much nerds we were.
hey,
nerds.
I wasn't 21 in college. You want to talk about nerds? I'll win.
Well, that's the thing. I started when I was 17. So even the 18-year-old clubs, I'm like, I can't go. I'm not old enough. Yeah.
George says I got my smarts from him. Sure, Dad. My mother was a teacher and had a master's degree, but it's all from you.
Well, it's good to see George here. Hope you're
Yes.
feeling better.
He's feeling better. He's still on like, what do you call it? Like sickness alert. Like we can't be around him because he
Oh,
can't
yeah.
get sick before his
Compromised. Yeah.
right
Yeah.
before his surgery. And of course, I have like the epic cold of all time, so I had to stay home for Christmas. But that's okay. It was nice. It was quiet. No complaints. We'll redo it once surgery is over. But George is
right.
doing much better.
Excellent.
Glad to
That's
hear
all
that.
that
You
matters.
know,
Yep.
hey, Allison, did you two things? First, number
Yes.
one, I never got a bad grade in college.
Yeah.
I know
Not
you both
surprised.
find that hard to believe.
I have your
So-
book. I
I
know.
definitely did.
But I never got a bad grade in college because I paid for college.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
I'm not trying to be funny,
No, that's
but it was on my dime.
yeah.
So since I was paying for it, we were going to do it the right way, not the wrong way. So I did it the right way and graduated summa cum laude twice and all that fun stuff. Secondly, I got taken back in the bookstore the other day. I was at my nephew's graduation from the military, and they had the little blue notebooks. that you used to
No!
get
Oh, yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Whew!
So,
Oh, that gives me the heebie-jeebies. No.
I have a master's degree
Oh,
in history, and my master's degree is actually in European history. And I had a professor who was my mentor and my advisor. Her name was Carol Lilly, and we did a test one time on Soviet history. This was the final exam question. Describe the rise and fall of the Soviet Union in as much detail as possible. What were 5 contributing factors to the fall of an empire in 100 years? How can we contribute, or how did the Cold War contribute to the acceleration of the failures of the Soviet Union? Speak specifically to the way the Cold War was waged in the Third World. And the question just went on for like an entire page. Front, back, college ruled notebook paper, 29 pages in 4 hours. I wrote on the fall of the Soviet Union. Handwritten. handwritten on the rise and fall of the Soviet Union. So it took me back because that's how we did tests in graduate school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Most of the time you had 1 or 2 questions. You got to pick which one you were going to answer, and you had 4 hours to answer it. And that's what
Yeah.
we did.
The only thing I can remember like that, because I went into more science and math stuff in a history class at junior college of all places. I had to handwrite in print because he didn't want to read cursive,
What?
a description of every crusade.
Oh my God.
My
I'm
hand
sorry.
hurt so bad at the end of that.
Oh my God. That's no. No, thank you.
But I did it, and I think I did pretty well. I mean, that was junior college before I transferred into Auburn, but I definitely went the wrong direction for a few years as far as academics go because I was not equipped to be a chemical engineer, and I think
Okay.
it has more to do with the mechanical engineering part of that. So I went as far away from that as I could go, and I went into software engineering and nailed it basically. Because I had some classes, it's like it just came natural. Other classes I struggled with. But I mean,
Look at
some
Bober.
classes I'm looking
Yeah.
around. I'm looking around at people struggling on tests, and I'm like, "What are y'all having trouble
Yeah.
with here?" You know,
Yeah.
some classes
I-
were that way.
I also know that 20 years ago, I was not nearly as nice of a person as I am today. And you two know me. So take that for what it's worth, because I was also drinking back then. But I was the best. I knew I was the best, and I had no problem letting you know that I was the best. And you grow up and you move on from those things. So to anybody in my former college classes that may have known me, I apologize for that hubris and arrogance. And learned in my professional career, just let your work speak for itself and stay humble. But
Yeah.
the in college, there was no doubt who the swinging dick in the history department was, because it was me. And, and I have no problem telling everybody that it was me. But all of the connections and everything I made mean nothing today because I sell cars for a living. And that's okay. Also, before we move into the next segment, let's welcome the boys and girls. We got a full house today, Terry.
Yes.
Bober's here. Bober, you need to watch Heated Rivalry just
Yes.
because I would love to
Hockey.
see you squirm in the latest episode. Heather Whitley, thank you for joining us. Amy's here as always, George. And I think that did I see somebody else, or is that the crowd for now that's commented?
Sounds about right
Bober,
for
did you
now.
say Bober?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he did.
Yeah,
Sounds
I
right.
think
I
that's
think that's
about
it.
it for now. We got
Bober
several
got
more than
physically
that
ill
watching,
listening to
but
college stories because he'd rather, pretend to play ball hockey and forget about 30 years ago. Because he's an old man. He's about to collect Social Security, and he has an AARP membership, and he gets a senior discount at whatever restaurant he goes and eats out at. So
Bober's
Bober.
like 2 years older than me. Please stop.
Well,
Bober is a
so-
senior citizen. Kirby Smart just turned 50, Allison.
Stop it.
You remember
Right now. We're not doing this. We're not doing this again. Do not get me. No. Okay, let's keep moving.
So before we move on,
Yes.
I will go ahead and say, don't feel too much like I'm bragging here, because I will say I'm very good at some things, but I'm very, very bad at some things. And I learned that in college, and I moved away from those things.
Yeah.
Terry, there's no need to brag. There's no need to not brag about being a software engineer. You get paid to do that. That makes you a
Exactly.
professional.
Come on.
Well, there's a
So,
lot
since
of
you're
dumb software engineers. I'll just say
I
that.
mean, I'm a rocket
you're a
scientist. You guys
professional.
know I'd lead with that shit right there. Come on.
you're a rocket scientist, dead ass rocket scientist.
That's right.
But anyway, tonight we're going to
yes.
wrap up 2025. We got a couple of segments. We're about to get into one where we're going to look at the year. We are going to talk about World's End. Probably not spend as much time on it. We're not going to go match to match, but I'm very happy at the results of some of these matches. So we'll talk about that. But before we get there, let's talk about 2025. And I've got a little bit of year in review, and I'm glad I spelled every word right because sometimes I don't.
Oh,
You're an
wow.
engineer.
Nah, not a-
You're an engineer. You don't spell. Come on.
Although
that's different.
English was the highest grade I had on the ACT, I'll just say that. But anyway,
I realized I forgot to send you a picture, but I'll talk about it later. Keep going.
and I probably left out some pictures that belong in here.
As Andrew said earlier, I forgot a lot of stuff that happened this year because
Yeah.
holy cow, this year.
Yes.
Okay. All right,
Well, let's start in January.
let's go.
Most of us went
Yay!
to Huntsville. Andrew was not there. Andrew couldn't do that many trips, so he wasn't there. These are the 3 pictures I picked. Me, Allison, and Amy there. I've got the girls with Cabana Man Dan, who just retired after,
We
I
love
think,
you, Cabana Man
12
Dan.
years. 12 years as a wrestler, I think.
I thought he said 18, but
18, was
whatever
it?
it
I
is.
don't know.
Yeah.
But I know several years, but he has recently retired, and he had gone to school and finished up, and he's moving on to a different career. Good for him. And there's me as a manager arguing with the ref.
Mhm.
Yeah, that was fun.
That was a good trip. Yes, Amy, we had a good time. Yay! Excellent.
The next one, we got spring training in March. I
Hell
think it was
yeah.
March.
It was March.
It was March,
And you
yes.
2 went down to Tampa. Is that where it is? Tampa.
That's correct.
Tampa, Florida, Steinbrenner Field, which is in the background. This picture was taken there.
Mhm.
And
Excellent.
That's a good
we
trip.
had such a good time. We got to watch Aaron Judge do batting practice. We saw the first Max Fried in stripes as a Yankee. Joe Torre pulled Max Fried from the game like he used to do when he was the coach or the manager, which was fun. Who was the other pitcher that we saw? I forget now who the other pitcher was because we went to a couple.
Did we see
different games.
Skeens? Did we see Pittsburgh?
No, we did not
No?
see Pittsburgh
Who
because
did
we
we
saw
see?
Boston.
We did
and
see
saw-
somebody though.
No, you did
Yeah.
see Pittsburgh because I saw a picture of Pittsburgh. Y'all
Yeah,
took a
that's what I
picture
thought.
of
Maybe we
Cyrus.
did.
Oh, but it wasn't Skeens. Skeens
wasn't.
Oh,
wasn't
okay.
playing
Well, then it
pitching,
was
yeah.
somebody.
Yeah.
Anyway.
But yeah, Fried drew the assignment against Boston that day. Very, very very, very good experience there. That picture on the left, we're at the oldest. Was it the oldest Mexican or Hispanic restaurant?
Oldest Spanish restaurant, I think.
And they offered air conditioning before anybody
Yes.
else, and we're very proud of that fact.
They used to charge you $1
Well,
or
hey,
like a
it's
nickel
Tampa,
or
Florida.
something.
It's a big deal.
Well, yeah. They used to charge you more if you wanted to sit in the air conditioned section. I turned to Andrew immediately and said I would pay that every single time.
Every
I
single time.
remember 10 years ago there was a wing place that didn't have air conditioning
No.
in Huntsville. It's like, I don't know if I can handle this.
I remember not that long ago, we went to that event for ad-free shows, and whatever tin can building
Rocket
we were
City
in didn't have air
Wrestling.
Oh, I
conditioning
warned you
either.
guys. You knew. You
Oh,
guys
that
were
was-
there
yeah.
with me, and I told you it's going to be blazing hot.
Yep.
That was miserable.
That was miserable.
But
we also
anyway,
we went to the zoo, we went to the aquarium, we went to the beach, we went to Greek food, we went to steak, we went like there's nothing we didn't do.
yeah, there, yeah.
I
and-
almost I burned Andrew with a large hot coffee.
okay, so this is the trip that the asshole came out driving on the
Yes.
I-4 in Florida, and she's like riding right up someone's ass and slams on the brakes. And we had just been through the drive-thru at Dunkin', 24 ounces of hot coffee all over me.
Black hot coffee because Andrew doesn't mess around. Extra large, all over.
So I was not pleased, but I kept my shit together.
He
but
did.
the coffee was not good. But yeah, she drove like an absolute dickhead, and
You guys are not upset about that. I'm like, hell yeah, I did. That's right.
that was horrible. But anyway,
Driving like a New Yorker in Tampa.
That's
Oh my
Florida.
god, we had so much fun though, and
Yeah, we did.
yeah, we're taking our trip international this
That's
year.
right.
So the countdown is on. Come
It's
January
on.
the 1st.
It's official. We're less than 100 days away from Costa Rica.
Wow.
So,
Nice.
So good.
all right, let's keep going. This is
All right.
good.
The next trip we had Charlotte.
Woohoo! When did we go to Charlotte?
August.
Okay, so
Was
I
it
missed.
August? Okay.
Yeah, I missed sending you a picture, but in June, Lex graduated from high school, so that was a big
Yes,
deal.
he did.
I did a picture. I did a set of pictures when that happened on the show.
I know. I
Now that you
forgot.
say that, I remember. Yeah.
I know. I'm like I'm just an
So
idiot, and
many
I'm a
things
bad
happen.
mom, and I forgot. So just throw that.
I sent him a Yoshi Lego set.
You
for
did.
graduation. So,
You did. He was
and
very
then I got a
happy.
video and pictures of it because he
Yes, you
was
did.
telling me how to put it all together, which is fantastic.
And 3 pictures is not enough. But
No, it's
obviously, you
not
got
enough.
Amy with that giant piece of cake. You got
Yes.
us with Medusa on the right, and then you on the left, we got Paul sitting in the back, and right behind there, that's the table where Brutus, the barber beefcake, was sitting a few minutes earlier,
Oh my
and
god,
he was loud.
Oh,
he was loud and he was already drunk.
Yep.
So yeah, that was exciting.
we
That
are.
was exciting.
We were also with Arn and Brock and Arn's lovely wife Erin,
Yes.
and it was a good. This was a fun trip. This was nice for us to go to something where none of us really had to work much. None of us had to, Andrew had a little bit with Medusa, but it was nice just go and enjoy some stuff we like.
It was good.
Yeah.
It was very good.
All right, next trip, soccer trips. So this is a me
Woohoo!
and Cyrus thing.
You
So
had a lot of these.
in this right picture, you can tell how much
God,
bigger he is than most of these kids on the
that's
field.
so
Although his
crazy.
teammate there, this kid, he's the smallest kid on his team, but his parents are both, they own the CrossFit gym in town and they do CrossFit competitions. And I will never say a crossword to his dad because he is so ripped. But yeah, this was so fun. And on the left there, you see we flew into St. Louis. Um, he got excused for a day, a Friday, because it was a 3-day tournament, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And because I didn't want to take him out early on Thursday since he was already missing Friday, we flew to St. Louis, even though it's a pretty short trip. And our flight out of St. Louis was really late. So his game was over at like 10:30 and we had all day to waste. So we hung out and we did some things. We almost got out of. Here's the problem.
Why
And I
didn't
think
you
I
get
said
out
this.
of the escape
We
room?
got out. We didn't get out because Dad spent the whole time taking pictures, and Cyrus was the one trying to figure out how to get out of there. That's why we didn't escape.
Terry must
He
have
did
sent us
well.
30 pictures from the escape room, and then he's like,
It
"Oh,
was so good.
we didn't finish it." And we're like, "Maybe because you were
Oh, what
documenting
was
it."
funny though, it's like with 30 seconds left, we opened this door and it's like, oh shit, there's another room.
Oh, that's so good.
I thought maybe we won it, but no, we didn't.
But this was a big year for Cyrus. Like this was
Yeah.
a good formative year, I feel like, for his
And
soccer.
it just keeps going up.
Yeah.
I'm, I've kind of converted my TikTok to following a lot of soccer coaches and
Okay.
recruiters and stuff. Now he's 12, so I want him to just have fun. And if it's
Yeah.
what he wants to do, he wants to do.
Excellent.
But I want him to be prepared in a few years for
Sure.
when we got to do the right things. Um, and he's right on track for that. His coaches are amazing.
Excellent.
We pay for it, but we they do a good job. He's already taller than his coaches, but that's just he is the tall kid on the
Yeah.
field. He's very athletic. He's doing well. His team has been playing together for like 5 years, and he's just kind of the newcomer trying to find his spot. But we've got half the season left to go. We start back mid-February and we go through May.
Okay.
And then he's got right now they're in second place in their conference. So if they stay there in the top 3 out of 10, then they'll go to the playoffs back in St. Louis. And if they win in St. Louis, we'll go to Virginia for the national championship.
Oh,
So
we'll go.
there's a lot of things out there, possibilities, and
Okay.
really proud, really excited. And I went from zero understanding of soccer. I'm trying to increase that, but he knows so much more than I do. It's ridiculous.
Wow.
Which means I'm not that dad on the sideline because I don't know enough to be that dad.
That's actually not a horrible thing.
No.
It's not. I love it.
Back when Lex played on a regular baseball team, which was only for 1 year, yeah, it wasn't a good idea for me
No.
to be there because I used to be a menace when I used to go to my brother's games.
Yeah.
I might have gotten,
Oh yeah.
told to leave once or twice.
Well, I mean, I
maybe
did.
once by my uncle. So
I did. I mean, we were in I will admit, even with soccer, we were in a tournament in Tennessee last year or 2 years ago.
Mhm.
I think it was last year, and the ref looks directly at me and did this number, and I was like,
Oh.
"Okay, I'm going to shut up." And I
Yeah,
haven't
it's
said
time
that
to.
since
Yep.
then. Yeah. Anyway, moving on. The next trip, we got Allison gets a new car. She
Yeah.
goes to see Andrew, who
Yes.
picked her out a great car and saw his shrine. And they
Yes.
spent
yes.
time together and met another George.
Yes.
Yeah,
George.
George. Yeah, George.
Who Andrew refuses to let me get in touch with. He's like, no, forget
I
it.
thought I gave him your number. You gave you his
Oh,
number.
well, if you gave him my number, then that's on George.
You're all adults, so
I don't have George's number. If you gave me
No,
his number, I would use it.
Mm.
Uh-oh.
Hold
Well,
on.
No, oh shit.
Oh, here we go. Everybody on the podcast. Here we go.
Everybody's like, what? No, okay, next. Keep going.
The truck is awesome though, and you're
The truck
welcome.
is fantastic. I have driven the truck this week in the snow, like really four-wheel drived it and everything. Very excited. Now I gotta do yes, Bober, I caused scenes. Now I gotta get a cover for the back and get a liner. And then I gotta figure out how else to pimp out my new truck, which by the way does have a name, if I haven't told you guys.
Oh,
I did name my truck. It's a
George.
she. Her name is Ripley, after the
Ripley.
two of the most badass women that I know.
Okay.
So yes.
Yeah, because Alien was an awesome movie.
Well, look, Ripley was badass in those movies. I loved her, and Rhea Ripley as well. Yeah. I don't think I need to say anything
We're
else.
talking about wrestling. Not yet. So
Not yet,
I just
not yet.
I just sent Allison George's contact information.
Oh,
so now
God.
she has it.
Thanks so much.
Yeah,
She'll get a
always
text in the
glad to
morning,
help.
real bright and early. She'll be drinking her coffee.
Oh yeah, always glad to help. Anyway, you should cause a scene at sporting events. Yeah, no, Allison would never do that.
No.
Allison has seen multiple occasions, am not that guy that
No,
creates
not at
these
all.
things. No.
No. Andrew and I
I'm-
are perfect for going to sports events together because we actually care about the games.
Mhm.
We're not those obnoxious fans for
Mm-mm.
we haven't been to a single sport yet where we've been that way.
No, I don't blind root for anybody
No.
ever. And when we go to Yankee Stadium April the 3rd,
I can't wait.
will not be that way either. Oh, by the way, Terry,
Yes.
did you see who the Yankees signed?
Which Brave are you asking me about?
No, I'm saying, did you see who the Yankees signed?
No.
Me either. They ain't signed nobody.
Okay.
Terry's like, oh God, I'm losing somebody else. Please stop.
I don't know. Ronald Acuna.
Oh God.
No, they
Oh.
haven't signed any. They brought up a minor leaguer, and he's a first baseman, and I'm like, this is what we're doing, Cashman. You know, we are one judge injury away from 500. So, yeah. But anyway, we'll see how they look April the 3rd against the Marlins, Giancarlo's former team.
He was Mike when he was.
Mike, yeah, that's right. He was Mike.
Giancarlo Stanton, sir, has been a Yankee as long as he was a Marlin, and when he goes to the Hall of Fame, he should go as a Yankee.
Yeah, but when he was a Marlin, his name was Mike.
I don't believe
Right?
that. I don't live in a world where that actually happened.
All right, let's move along.
Let's
I got
go.
one more page of just random
Yay.
pictures.
Look at that
several
sweater.
things.
Look
Yeah,
at that
Aw.
sweater,
you
Terry.
can't see real well.
That's
I
so
just threw
good.
that in there. Andrew gets me, not for any occasion, I don't guess. He just gets me this sweater that says, "This calls for a spreadsheet."
It was one of those things that scrolled across the social media, and
But it's
you
so
guys know my
Terry.
deal. If I see it and it looks like it'll work,
Yeah.
I send it. This is how it goes.
We got a picture of Amy with the game event belt sitting at. We were at Dynamite that night.
Mhm.
That was in Huntsville. We're sitting with several. You see, what's it? Steve Patty behind her there, and
Mhm.
several other people. Dave Miller was there, and Andrew with his nieces, I believe, in the bottom left there.
Yeah, they're at the
dance.
national. They're at a national dance competition here in North Carolina. So yeah, those are my nieces.
Excellent.
And we got the girl laying there on her pillow.
Sweet Molly.
Oh, Molly girl, yeah, that was a couple months ago. Yeah, she was old and sad. Her brother just finished a prime rib bone, so he's over here in the coma. He's
Roscoe's
sleeping.
like, it's fine. I'm good.
He's sleeping. He said, "Don't bother me."
Yeah.
And there's a
Um,
picture of me with with a selfie sitting. We were visiting Houston
with the boys.
down in Florida, and neither of them wanted their picture taken. So that's
I love how they
that is
avoid the camera. Cyrus is only
Exactly.
12, but he is that age where he is going to find a way to hide from you in the camera.
right. Upper right is when we went to the Museum of Illusions in Atlanta. That was one of the trips I didn't really show, but we went to the an MLS
Coca-Cola
game.
Museum.
Yeah, we went to the Coca-Cola Museum, and we went there, and we went to the aquarium. So I spent a
Yeah.
lot of money on his birthday this year.
Yeah.
That
And
was
we went to
cool, though.
Gatlinburg, and we went to the Titanic Museum that trip too.
Yes.
And we saw Derek Zoo front row at his job in Gatlinburg.
Yep.
Great trip.
Yep.
And there's your nephew with his dad, I believe.
No, that's his. That was his. They called him a dyke. That's the guy who was his. He was in charge of him while he was going through
Okay.
school, and he swore him in. The other picture was of his dad. That was the first
So I
salute he
put the
gave
wrong
as
one.
a
Okay.
second lieutenant in the United States Army, which
I
is
put the
cool.
wrong one on here.
Oh no, it's fine. It's fine. But that's Cameron's guy. So
Okay.
he's still trying to figure all of his stuff out, but we'll see how that goes.
Oh, we get
And then-
that. We get that around here for sure. And then
Yeah.
the bottom right is Lex at
Yeah.
Disney.
Yeah. That's at Epcot.
Right.
The last night, it was the fire. We had been trying to watch fireworks, but we kept getting either they got canceled or we had to leave or something happened. And finally, the last night, we finished our dinner. We had dinner at Japan in Epcot, one of our favorite places, and then stepped outside, and it was just time for fireworks.
Excellent.
And whereas your son's like, get the camera away from me, my son is like, what should I do? Show me how to pose. I love pictures. So yeah. So
That's great.
yeah,
Excellent.
it was a good time.
And this is just a fragment, by the way, folks.
Yes.
of-
Yes. I mean, I had a lot
Oh.
more that I wanted to squeeze in, but I
That's what
just,
she said.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Maybe next time I'll make it a square picture and I'll get 12 on there. We'll see.
Well, we'll just have
No,
to do
it's
more
all
things
good.
together so we have more pictures.
Well,
Well,
there's
that's the
probably gonna be
biggest
more
thing
soccer
is-
trips.
Yeah.
This will be a big sports year. I
Well,
can't give
we can
away
come
too
to the
much 'cause-
sporting events. So
Well, there's some big sports years in the United States this year with soccer. World Cup
Mhm.
is here, so
Mhm.
I'm not going to
Uh-huh.
say too much there because that's
Mhm.
not all. We
Mhm.
got a birthday coming up, but
Mhm.
there will be more to talk about next year.
All right, excellent. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it.
But let's talk about football. No, let's talk
No.
about World's End.
Wrestling.
Oh boy.
Okay. So
I don't have my script sitting here. I've
Well, that's
got a
'cause you didn't
script.
watch
I've
it.
got slides, and I've got slides telling me exactly what's next, and I just ignore them. That's how that happens.
All right,
AEW World's End. Tell me about it, guys.
so Andrew, you watched this, right?
I just finished it.
I just finished it as well. Only 2 matches to me were good enough, I'll say. Or not good enough, but worth it. First was the 8-man tag, I want to say it was. All I know is I
You
called it
don't say there was an 8-man tag that made
I
it-
called it Tony Storm and a bunch of guys. Because it was Tony Storm, Orange Cassidy, Mark Briscoe, Roderick Strong, I want to say,
what
Yeah, against-
format is
against-
this?
Against the Death Riders.
against the Death Riders
Yeah.
and Marina,
Okay.
minus John Moxley.
So
So
like 3 guys and a girl
3 guys
versus
and 1
3 guys
girl.
and a girl? Weird.
It was great. Some people didn't like it. I don't remember who it was. I want to say it was somebody slapped somebody, one of the women, flat on the back, and it was fantastic because it sounded really, really loud, and people were all upset. And I'm like, she's in a ring with 3 other men on her team.
Yeah.
Stop treating her like a fucking China doll. Like that
And
really pisses me off.
That was
she's-
always my deal with
Yeah.
mixed tags. It's like if you're not gonna actually have them in the
Correct.
match, this is a waste of time.
I
That's
agree.
The only thing that saves it.
So like Cesaro did the twirl thing with her, and I loved it because I'm like,
Oh, yeah.
that's the same move he puts on men.
Yes,
Fucking-
exactly.
I loved it. I thought that was one of the best matches of the night. and then the other one was the main event. But Andrew, I'm going to let Andrew take that one.
It was the match Allison is referencing was okay. It was a spectacle in that you saw the women actually get physically involved. And if I'm not mistaken, it was Roderick Strong,
it was.
Marina's husband, who slapped him on the back, or her on the back. So there it is there. But you're always very you have to be very careful when you put men and women together, even in 2025, getting ready to be 2026. I think what they did was fine. My larger view of this pay-per-view, to Terry's point, MJF walks out with the big, beautiful belt, as he calls it, the Triple B. The heel is back on top.
So happy.
Slime balls his way to win, hits the heat seeker on Joe after he kicks Hangman Low in the in a four-way match, Terry. Of course, it can't be one-on-one. But this is my complaint about this show. This is World's End featuring the Continental Classic, a technical wrestling expose. Very good matches all the way through. And Jon Moxley wins the Continental Classic.
Also, apparently, everybody forgot they hated him.
Yeah, Jon Moxley defeats Kyle Fletcher and Kazuchika Okada on the same night. The match that started the show, Okada and Takeshita, and no, we're not going to go through the whole card, was a wonderful technical wrestling match until we decide to use a screwdriver to finish it because we just don't know how to get to a finish in a wrestling match.
Flathead or Phillips head?
I didn't see, honestly, but so Okada, it was hidden in where the turnbuckle is under the wrap, and he pulls it out, and the ref, of course, doesn't see it, and he spikes Takeshita in the head with it, which would be perfect because Wrestle Kingdom's coming up, but he is wrestling Tanahashi in Tanahashi's last match. Okada is, so he's on his way to Japan. And then they had Fletcher. They had Fletcher lose. Yeah, Tanahashi is going to suck, though. He is so old. He can't move at all.
But he's got the best hair in all of wrestling and always will. So.
And then they had Fletcher lose to Moxley, trying to tell this story about Moxley's, submission, blah, blah, blah. Kyle Fletcher is the one who should have won this tournament. Just my opinion. You still can have the Takeshita Okada thing, but Kyle Fletcher should have won this tournament. And Bober's right. They're trying to make Moxley a babyface, and I find that to be disgusting.
Yeah,
that's
gross.
Probably how they're going to throw him out of the Death Riders, is making him a babyface.
So the reason that they're saying that is, sorry,
he couldn't stay in the ring, which is part of my problem with Jon Moxley. This is a technical wrestling expose and tournament. You have move, counter move, counter move, 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 counter move, move, counter move. And then we get to Okada and Moxley.
Amy's very focused.
What a trash ass wrestling match.
Yeah, agree.
It was,
but there was no blood.
There was no blood. I get
that. Shocked. No blood.
But you talk about Okada in first gear the whole match.
Yeah.
I'm like, pick up the pace. Here's the problem. The other guy can't go with him. You saw it with Fletcher too.
Mm-hmm.
Moxley is incapable of wrestling hold to hold technical wrestling at a high speed and a high pace and at a high level. But they make him the winner the same way they did 2 years ago, Eddie freaking Kingston, who has no business in a professional wrestling ring and just needs to stay in his day job selling 40s to the miners at the bodega, along with the Newport cigarettes out the back of a truck, because he is a horrible professional wrestler. But this is my favorite time of the year for AEW because it's truly professional wrestling, and they put this stupid thing on Jon Moxley, and it's offensive. Nobody cares about FTR, Amy, and here's why. They stuck FTR, a great tag team, in a match with no rules against a not tag team. So who gives a shit?
Anyway, I messaged both boys here when I watched the end of the John Moxley match, and he gave his little speech in the ring afterwards. I asked them, I said, "Are we watching a live, like, active heart attack happening in person?" Moxley looked like he was gonna just pass out at any second. It was very.
I was
very,
waiting
very
for the
scary.
Death Riders to jump him because they're like,
Yeah,
shut up.
well, it's
Yeah, like,
happening. It's just, yeah, I think it's just gonna be another. And to give Amy some life here, FTR looked yummy, as they always do. And
they're
Andrew, just
horrible.
suck it, deal with it.
They're awful wrestlers.
It's
and
fine. They're good to look at. Who
Kyle
cares?
Schreiber looked bad today. Yeah, exactly. She's boy focused, all right. Particularly with those clowns.
That's a good one. I like that, Terry.
Yeah. Hey, Bob's Burgers. I mean,
I
okay.
know. I still gotta
for
watch
those that
more
are
of it.
listening on audio, I watch Bob's Burger. I've told y'all I watch Bob's
Yeah.
Burgers. There's so much depth in this cartoon, but Tina is pretty. She's in middle school, so she's really into butts and stuff. But
It's my
somebody
girl.
called her boy crazy, and she said, "I'm not boy crazy. I'm boy focused."
That's pretty good. I may start stealing that one. That's a good one.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah. Yeah,
Excellent.
she is boy focused. I am too. I've been watching Heated Rivalry.
I get all the reels from it, so it's been a great
But-
week.
I found out that FTR focus. That's pretty good.
We love you, Amy.
I found out this doesn't happen in hockey, and I am offended now. So the last episode had a lot less hockey. In
Oh
it.
man, we should have
Oh,
totally gone to a game with Bober, so you could just keep asking, when are they going to make out? Are they going to make out yet?
exactly. When is the music gonna start?
My favorite hockey scene from a movie is from Strange Brew, but that just makes me old.
Yeah, well, I mean, I like.
Oh yeah, that
Toe
won't
Pick
me,
from Cutting
Bober.
Edge.
I'm Bober. I like to season the things that I say, which is what that is. It's
Oh
seasoning.
wow!
And if you expect me to change in 2026, I just would let you all know that I have dialed it back this year, and the
That's not
bitch
happening.
is back. So you're welcome.
So there's a SpongeBob episode about that. They called them sentence enhancers.
Oh, okay.
Correct. Sentence
Excellent.
enhancers. Also,
Excellent.
apparently, foul language is a sign of intelligence.
Foul language.
Foul language.
Foul language, as Lex would call it. All right,
Why don't we
that's
talk
enough
about some
wrestling.
football?
Uh,
We are in the
Speaking of foul
postseason.
language, let's talk about Michigan, Terry.
Okay.
Anyway,
Oh my God! Look at all these games.
I'm
Go ahead.
winning, by the way.
Are you? Am I losing? I think I was in
I
first
haven't
place.
even looked. I mean,
I'm
I
looking
didn't even
now. Hold
think
on.
about that today.
I'm up
Sorry about
17
that. I
to
should
10.
be giving an update on that, but I completely forgot that
I'm
we
gonna
were
go
even
look.
doing that.
Yeah,
So
I'm 17 and 10.
All right, this one is. Which one is this? Are these the
Anthony
bowls?
Swanson, do guys make out after the hockey
Yeah,
game?
so there were no playoff games this week, so it was all 16 bowl games. I think 8 of them were yesterday.
Yeah, Andrew's in first place.
Okay.
That is correct.
Carrie, you're tied for third
Okay.
with Bober, and I am right after that at 6 because there's a bunch of
Okay.
people that I don't know.
But yeah. So anyway, no, you're right though, Terry. Some of this was fun, some of it wasn't. What about Penn State beating Clemson? I mean, come on.
I mean, Penn State. My deal is okay. So Franklin got fired, but Penn State was good.
They had
Even-
5-star athletes. I said that last week, and then BYU Georgia Tech probably stole the show this week.
And I hate it, Bober, but Pitt could have easily won that football game if they didn't have 5 turnovers.
Very true.
I mean, they
North
lost by
Texas,
6
San Diego
points.
State. So I want to mention this because it does involve Nebraska. San Diego State surrendered 49 points and 650 yards, and Nebraska just hired their defensive coordinator. So I'm excited.
So BYU stormed back against Georgia Tech in the Pop-Tarts Bowl, which is absolutely the best bowl game that's not a playoff game. I mean, let's quit pretending and just go minor league baseball gimmicky, and that's what Pop-Tarts Bowl is.
Yay!
Yeah, so the Pop-Tarts Bowl is fun. Somebody suggested, Terry, could you imagine if Charlie Weiss from Notre Dame and Mark Mangino from Kansas were in the Pop-Tarts Bowl? And I thought, That is so bad. Allison, if you don't know who they are,
I don't.
Very
super
large
heavyweights.
Oh,
Super heavyweights
that's horrible.
whose belt size starts with a 6. Like
Ugh.
legitimately.
So we are in 2025. We are at the point where there was a pre-bowl bowl week press conference where the trophy malfunctioned and the toaster function did not work. That's where we are with bowl games in 2020.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
Interesting.
We're also with bowl games, which I mean, some of these were. I watched the Virginia Missouri game. That was actually very good.
Yeah, it was. It was.
And then I fell asleep watching the Houston LSU game, and I thought LSU with their athletes was going to win this game, and Houston didn't let them have it. So,
yeah, and UTSA scored 57 against FIU.
See, I will never pick against UTSA when they're in the games because their nickname is the Roadrunners. And I love that. That's the only reason I picked them is they were the Roadrunners. But I did pick Penn State over Clemson because, to your point, Terry, the coach got fired, not the players.
Yeah.
The coach got fired.
I mean, post-game interviews are kind of a thing sometimes, especially when it's that situation. And Terry Smith had a great post-game interview on the field. I don't know if you've seen any of that, but the man almost started crying. He has been at Penn State since 2014. He was the only remaining coach from that staff that got hired from Vanderbilt. And he was really choking up. And those players love that guy. They really wanted him to get hired as the head coach. That kind of thing doesn't normally happen, obviously. We know that. But this was at least for one game, their ability to play for this man one more time. And they went out and they did it.
Yeah, and I think that he's going to be back on the staff next year, if I'm not mistaken.
So, I think so.
But other than that, there won't really any games to watch. Now, I will mention Nebraska. I don't know if you have this on here, but I Hate Matt Rule segment this week is sponsored by the Backwards Hat. Apparently, Phil Snow tells Matt Rule, since he's coaching the defensive line, turn his hat backwards. So this idiot, during every press conference since, has had his hat on backwards, which just annoys me. And then, during the said press conference, says, yeah, right. And he's talking about Riley Van Poppel, the nose guard. Nose guard. And he says, yeah, he asked me why I hadn't been coaching the defensive line the entire year. Okay. You don't say that when your defense has been run through like water through a colander. You do not say that your player says you should have been running the defensive line the whole year. You brought in a guy with 8 years of NFL experience coaching the Kansas City Chiefs to be your DL coach after Pot Roast left for Florida State, and it didn't work out. You didn't have the meat eaters. You didn't have the space eaters that you had last year, but they were 7-year COVID seniors too. So that's the other problem when you have to hit the reset button. But here's my thing, and I explained this to Allison because she didn't know what I was talking about when I said it. It's not uncommon for the head coach to coach a position.
Yeah.
Nick Saban was the defensive coordinator at Alabama, but if he coached a position, it was the defensive backs. That was his baby because that's what he played and that's what he started coaching. Urban Meyer, special teams at Florida and Ohio State. It's not uncommon. Ryan Day, wide receivers in the quarterback position at Ohio State. Not a thing. So it's great. Kirby Smart, linebackers coach. That's what he coaches, is the linebackers in Georgia. So, when you start, it's like
even now at his advanced age, right?
Yeah, even in his advanced age.
Stop it!
The dogs are going to eat in the playoff, Allison, because Kirby said so. But that's what Lane Kiffin. He's the offensive coordinator. I mean, he's got an offensive coordinator, but he's the guy. Right. So when you're saying the head coach is the CEO, blah, blah, and I hadn't been able to coach, and then I got some flack online like you have, Terry, from the Auburn crowd about, well, what do you know? It was a fair criticism. You've got Phil Snow, Matt Rule, Terry Braden, and John Butler, all with NFL experience, all defensive specialists who acknowledge we have the wrong players in the wrong position. What? It took you 12 games to figure out that number whatever shouldn't be playing defensive tackle? And we ought to move him? But you guys are the head coaches and the defensive coordinator and everything. Get out of here. And then this whole backwards hat thing, which leads us to Kyle Whittingham, a real football coach, who I am jealous of Michigan now. I was jealous of Auburn because they got a coach that don't hunt and don't fish. All he knows is ball. And now Kyle Whittingham is going to Michigan, Terry, and Michigan all of a sudden got a big-ass upgrade. And you and I talked about it, and I agree with the sentiment. They don't deserve him as a head ball coach.
I mean, Penn State and Michigan both really got lucky, honestly, because Penn State looked like it was going to go really bad. And Matt Campbell's a good football coach, and he ended up there. And Kyle Whittingham, and I don't remember who was it that said he's the best coach in college football?
Urban Meyer.
Yeah, so I mean, that's going to be a good marriage there. And as far as I can see, nobody has a vacancy anymore. So I'm only showing new coaches because Utah hired their guy. But one that doesn't show up on here, Bobby Petrino is headed to North Carolina to be the offensive coordinator under Bill Belichick.
Yep. It's a scandal-free university, Terry.
No co-ed is safe.
Yeah. None of them. Between Bill and Bill, what's his face? Oh, I just lost his name.
Belichick,
thank you. Between Bill Belichick dating somebody 50 years younger than him and Bobby Petrino, who once got drunk and in a car accident and fired from Arkansas for it, with the co-ed.
And he had a halo on.
Oh, that was so
because of
good.
the injuries at the
I'm
press
sorry, what?
conference. Yeah, it
Yeah,
was
the neck halo.
Oh, Lord.
Legitimately.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah,
can't.
it was bad. But Michigan, and I see our friend Daryl's not here, but Michigan, he might listen later. It's on markout moments. But Michigan does not deserve, after all the bullshit, a Kyle Whittingham, who 21 seasons as the head coach at Utah, defeated Alabama in 2008, went undefeated that year. And they didn't just beat Alabama. They beat the brakes off Alabama in that bowl game. The handpicked successor to Urban Meyer in 2004, 21 winning seasons, multiple top 5 or top 10 finishes, multiple top 25 finishes. And he is now at Michigan. He will not be coaching the bowl game against Nebraska the 31st, which is a shame because I really wanted to see him do that. Utah's going to run the ball. They're going to play good defense. That's not going to change. But you know what that means? Kyle Whittingham, with the resources he had at Utah, had multiple top 10 finishes. Now he's going to Big Ten country and Michigan, where what do they like to do, Terry? Run the ball and play defense. And he's already bringing the defensive coordinator from BYU is coming with him. It's his former defensive coordinator. They've already hired him. So he's putting the band back together. Michigan will overnight be a powerhouse and national contender again, because this man for 21 years built a system where you're recruiting people. I mean, I grew up in Nebraska, but you're recruiting people to play football in fucking Utah. Okay. Right. I mean, there is nothing in Salt Lake.
Utah. They don't say fucking.
That would want me to play in Utah.
Yeah, no. They got another word for it, but we're not going there.
Right.
But year in and year out, they win ball games under Kyle Whittingham. So he's going to put the discipline back in place that Sharon Moore did not have. They'll probably lose recruits, Terry. But honestly, everybody's losing recruits.
I was going to say, is everybody losing recruits? Come on.
Auburn's got a huge list. They're having to get to a really small font to create the list of players that are going in the portal from Auburn. It's crazy.
Well, and I know Dave listens. Dave in the HSV listens to our show. As of this morning, Florida State officially has 23 players that have declared they're going into the portal.
Oh, wow. That seems like
Auburn's got to be close to that.
That's a lot. That's like 20% of your team, isn't it?
Yeah.
15% of your team.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jeez.
So, but the bottom
But
line is
but I mean, they
Michigan's
can't
going to be
even
good.
technically go till the second, so we're not going
Yeah.
to hear about guys moving. We're not going to hear about them signing new guys until after January 2nd.
And the way that the Rayola stuff has fallen out in Nebraska, just to mention this, I don't think he'd be welcome back because it's been radio silence and he has fractured his goodwill with the fan base.
And that happens sometimes. They will go in the portal and then they'll keep talking to their coaches along with other coaches and come back. That can happen.
Well, here's where, though, I think Nebraska's moved on, Terry, and we'll move on to the next topic so we can get to our year in review. They hired a running oriented offensive line coach. We're going to run the ball. They hired another offensive line coach out of South Carolina to be the run game coordinator.
Right.
Indicates you're going to run the ball, The offensive coordinator, Dana Holgerson, said that Nebraska will be a running football team. And they did with him at Johnson this year. They ran the ball. And
Right.
he's not playing in the bowl game because he declared for the draft. So because the NCAA is stupid, once a player declares for the draft, they're no longer eligible to play in the NCAA. But he wouldn't have played anyway, I don't believe,
Yeah.
But anywho, Rayola is a pocket passing quarterback. We're going completely a different direction. And so I think they've moved on from him. And there is speculation that maybe it was the coaching staff that said it might be time for you to go find somewhere else to play.
I've seen predictions of where he would go. I can't remember what I saw.
Louisville is the number one place.
I
And with
saw
Jeff Fromm
that,
there, that makes sense. But
There was a bigger school, but I can't remember.
well, if he goes to Louisville, he probably would do fairly well because it's the ACC. It's not the Big Ten.
Yeah, I'm
I mean,
thinking
that's-
with Jackson Arnold, I'm hoping he goes to the Big 12.
Yeah. And it's like we've said, Terry, respectfully, as much as possible, when those big defensive ends of the SEC and the Big Ten start pressuring these guys that want to stand back there in the pocket all day long, it's a whole different thing than when
It
you
is.
have the ability to stand back there playing ACC football or Big 12 football, because those are offensive-minded leagues. They're not leagues where you play defense.
Right.
Anyway.
Well, let's
That's a
talk
lot of
about the
coaches.
teams that did it well this year. We got 8 teams left, and we did not have any playoff games this week. Those will be the quarterfinals will be December 31st and January 1st. We got Oregon and Texas Tech, Alabama and Indiana, Ole Miss and Georgia, and Miami and Ohio State. The last 8.
Yeah, I think that you have 2 really good football games here. I think you have 2 excellent football games here, 1 really good football game and 1 blowout.
Which one do you think's the blowout?
I think the blowout is Miami, Ohio State.
Okay.
Because I just think Ohio State is going to strut ass and do their thing because it's playoffs. And
I kind of wonder if 'cause Miami has got the talent. That's my deal with Miami. They're very inconsistent. So it's hard to tell, are they going to get beat by 20 or are they going to win?
well, and Carson Beck, is he going to throw 5 interceptions? Because that
That's true.
defense of Ohio State is legitimate.
My
And
expectation is Ohio State by 10 points, but I would not be surprised if Miami kept it close.
and I absolutely believe that Ohio State is a better defense than Texas A&M.
Yeah.
And that was a what? 10-3 ball game? Because neither team wanted to
10-3.
win. Neither team acted like they wanted to win.
The kickers definitely missed a lot of kicks, but it was real windy.
Yeah, it was. The Georgia Ole Miss game, I think, is disappointing. And the reason I say I think it's disappointing is Georgia, I said jokingly to Allison, because Kirby Smart's her favorite college football coach, is that Georgia's going to eat in this game.
Yeah.
They are too good. There's no Lane Kiffin. As much as that pains Dave to hear me say, and Tep too, Lane Kiffin was the straw that stirred the drink in Oxford. And you don't have him on the sideline Ole Miss is not winning against Georgia.
I think
So
Georgia is. I mean, this is not me as an Auburn fan. This is just my analysis. I think Georgia's realistically the only Southeastern Conference team that can win this.
Mhm. Yeah, and then of course there's Terry's bias coming out because Alabama's in the next game. Roll Tide.
Well, I mean,
Oh, Roll Tide.
but Alabama, Indiana should be good.
This will be the barn burner, I think. This one in Texas Tech and Oregon, I think, will be the barn burners. And the reason I said the Indiana Alabama game to me, Alabama, I think's got a fairly good defense. But
Yeah.
you talk about some inconsistent offense, Terry. They've had 9 rushing yards the last 2 games they've played. And Cignetti is the type of coach at Indiana that when he smells blood, they're going to go after it. I mean, he is going to have that defensive line dialed up and ready to stop the run. He's got the Heisman Trophy quarterback in Mendoza ready to show out. They've been off for what, 3 weeks?
Yeah.
So they are rested. And I believe Kurt Cignetti will have the game plan as the best X's and O coach in the country to beat Alabama in this playoff game.
And my deal with Alabama is they can play with anybody. I don't know that they can do that 4 consecutive games because of their running game not taking over. And Ty Simpson just has to be that good to make up for it. And I don't know that that can happen 4 games in a row against this level of talent.
Well, and I don't, want to dwell on this point, Terry, but you saw it as an Auburn man in the state of Alabama.
Yeah.
Nick Saban won 6 national championships, and the recipe was always the same.
Yep.
Because his special teams oftentimes sucked, but they were going to play suffocating defense, and they were going to run the ball.
Right.
You think about all those national championships, there was a running game involved at every single one of them.
Bober says, let's hope all the teams on buys don't lose like last year.
Now that didn't
that
happen. The lowest seeds beat all the higher seeds last year. That is absolutely a fact.
You may lose your momentum being off so long, but
Yep.
I think Oregon may be the most looked past team in the whole thing. Because I mean,
Well,
they lost to Indiana.
I have Texas Tech going all the way, so I hope Oregon
Interesting.
loses.
Because Cincinnati wasn't one of the choices. Is that
Correct.
right.
And I'm in first place, just so you know.
But they share
I mean,
a
I'm
color
tied,
scheme.
but I'm still in first.
But they share a color scheme. That black and red looks good. So
That is correct.
Excited. She just needs Kelsey to go ahead and get out there in his Texas Tech Red Raider gear.
I'm respectful. His wife scares the living bejesus out of me. So
Oh, she's tall.
Yeah.
she's
Yeah.
fantastic. Okay,
Yeah.
I aspire to be like her. That's all I'm
She
gonna
is tough.
say.
She's
Now, that
not
is-
going to
that is
play
a-
like she doesn't care.
No,
doesn't
she
care,
lets
she's
you
gonna
know that her husband is her property, and
Well,
I love that about her.
And like even when her brother-in-law went to the Super
Yep.
Bowl, she was not rooting for the Kansas City
No,
Chiefs.
not at all.
Oh, I love when they played each other.
Yep.
Yeah.
And the mom wore the half and half jersey.
Well, yeah, and I love I guess they're in a hotel after the game, and their daughter is like sitting in the
Oh
bed.
yeah.
They're like, Dad didn't win. Uncle Travie win. And she's like, did you want Uncle Travie to win? No, I wanted Dad to win. That's so cute.
That's so cute.
Yeah, that's a football family. They know
That's
ball,
right.
Terry. They know ball.
All right, so we've got 11 more bowls
Wow.
other than the playoffs.
Vegas Bowl.
Of these, we got Tennessee, Illinois should be good. USC, TCU, Iowa, Vanderbilt.
Fucking Vandy.
We get to
Go
see
Vandy.
we get to see Diego Pavia again. Michigan, Texas, Nebraska, Utah, like we talked about in Vegas. Let's see who else we got. Arizona, SMU.
I forgot to mention Matt Rule came in on a zip line yesterday, which is another
Oh, God.
just reason to
Are
hate
you
Matt
kidding
Rule.
me? Came in on
He's
a zip
He's-
line.
I will send you the video. He came in on a
Oh,
zip
good
line
Lord.
for the
Fremont Street is yeah. Good times.
Oh man.
Dude, I was so just like, I am so annoyed as a Nebraska fan. Like, I cannot tell you guys know because you
We
can see
know.
text messages,
We know.
but I absolutely like. People think I'm kidding when I say I hate Matt Rule.
Oh no.
I do not. I am not kidding. I absolutely hate Matt Rule. Now, I had the equivalent of God as a football coach growing up, but even the Bo Pellinis and the Frank Soliches and that sort of thing, not good at all. So,
Bober's happy
anyway.
that we won't see Taylor Swift on the
Yeah,
TV.
I know. Sorry.
Terry, you can watch it later, but I am sending you the Matt Rule on a zip
Okay.
line.
With a backwards hat. Hope so.
Oh my
Oh,
I mean,
God,
is
the
he
backwards
doing?
hat thing is so
Is it kind
bad.
of like Shawn Michaels coming down? I mean, is that
Oh,
what
yeah,
I'm picturing here?
it's
But it's Matt
absolutely
Rule.
ridiculous.
Ah,
But Nebraska's a 2-touchdown underdog, and they should be. They should. The running game of Utah and the fact that State Farm, Jake wouldn't even give Nebraska's defensive line a quote for insurance. They are such a liability for this team. I think Utah wins this game, and I'm a Nebraska fan, but I'm gonna still pick Nebraska. But
you are.
to your point, Iowa Vandy is for ratings. You know why? Because no one watches an Iowa game unless there's something sexy on the other side, and that would be Vanderbilt quarterback Diego Pavia. Arizona State versus Duke could be okay. Talk about teams with high expectations and mediocre finishes. Michigan, Texas, go Texas. I mean, I don't think they got it. And USC drew TCU. That's an interesting
It
matchup,
is.
but I think TCU gets run over. USC's offense
Okay.
is too good. I think they
You
get
don't
run
think
over.
that TCU can put up a lot of points on the USC defense, though?
The USC defense is trash. The problem is they got 4 wide receivers going to the NFL inside the
Okay.
first 3 rounds. So
That's if they're playing.
yeah, if they're playing.
That's the
So-
only thing. I'm not keeping up. I tried to keep up with that one year. What a ridiculous mess that is to keep up with how many
Well,
players.
and then like we have at Nebraska, as everybody does, players going to the portal. Rules letting the portal players play, but there are coaches that aren't going to let the people going into the portal play. You know, it's all a
Yeah.
matter of what you choose to do. So anyway,
And that is football for this week. Obviously, next week we're going to have some pretty good games to talk about and the next round of the playoffs. But right now, it is time for the main event,
Woo!
the best of 2025 top 10 list.
Excellent.
top 10.
This should be
How many did
So-
we have? 47? Did you say
37.
30.
So-
37?
Yeah, that's where I was really looking at it because there's 52 weeks in a year, but we only had 37 shows this year. And that was kind of why I put that timeline together of all the things we've done this year
Well-
because we were out for a long time. Now I did have a monitor that crashed and burned in my office at one point, and it took me a couple of weeks to get a monitor, so we were off.
Yep.
But we had trips and stuff.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, like last week, you guys did a show, or 2 weeks ago, you guys did a show, but you didn't do a poll because I was out. So you did just football, right?
Yeah.
We did a poll.
Oh, you did do a
It was
poll?
a football related. We did
Oh, it was okay. You're
football
right.
coaches. Is that what it was?
Yeah, it was football coaches.
It was
Okay.
completely.
Same
We
thing.
didn't even do wrestling that week. We just did nothing. but football.
You were like, screw it. Allison's not here. We can pretend it
We're
doesn't
going
exist.
back to basics.
Woo! Yeah, sorry. I completely changed everything. All right, let's do this. I'm excited.
So before we do that, let's look at this picture. And
Okay.
you guys may not know, but we got several of our friends here.
Yes,
We
I
got-
know.
All 3 of us at the top, but there's one that's sneaky because Alex
Right.
is in this picture as
Mhm.
the white guy in the or the guy in the white outfit.
The
from
Among Us.
That's
guy.
Alex. That's Alex's
Nice.
character.
We love you, Alex.
We got Amy, we got Bober, we got Norm from Cheers, we got Dave, we got the 3 of us, we got Alex. It's been a good year.
It's been a
It's
great
been
year.
a great year. And Bober, you blamed on social media. You told me to put a shirt on. I would never would be without a shirt. I do not wear pants.
That's correct. No
Somehow
pants.
that became I do not wear a shirt. you
Well,
can blame Terry for that. And because I don't fuck with AI.
so listen.
So blame
So
Terry.
this was based on a naked baby. So we at least put shorts on you.
This is true. This is true. Because that was Nirvana. And I
Right.
love the fact I'm chasing a taco. Which
Of course
that is
you are.
fantastic. Yeah.
Yes,
that
you
is
are.
fantastic.
I removed the fishing line holding the taco. So it's just floating out there this time.
Floating taco.
Yeah, floating taco. Fantastic.
So
Not
one
Taco
thing
Bell.
we will notice, the ones from earlier in the year, the graphics. I'm really gonna slam on some of my graphics that I did. Get ready
Not
for that.
you, Chat GPT, because it
Well,
wasn't
Yeah.
no,
you.
it's me. It's my asking the right things of ChatGPT. I've learned
Terry's
along
got
the way.
Chat GPT trained for now, but Chat
I'm
GPT
now I've
is
added the language to ask for certain things.
You
I
yeah,
did not
figured.
Chat,
have that at the
Okay.
start of the year.
Chat GPT is really training Terry. Terry just thinks he's in control, but it's
All right.
all about the machines. Let's see Terminator.
Let's see what just missed the list.
Oh,
We've got characters from The Office,
damn it.
costume sports mascots, which is an actual picture, not even AI.
Oh,
School lunch
man.
food and worst Christmas
Those
gifts.
were so good.
They were.
I forgot the worst. I don't even know that I voted for worst Christmas gifts because some of those weren't that bad, really.
That was last
Although
week.
it was definitely worth hearing the treadmill story.
Oh, God.
Thank you for
Mom's
that, Alex.
watching again. Don't get me in more trouble.
Ter-
I
Terry-
texted her after that episode to make sure I wasn't in trouble.
The characters from The Office was a trash list because anything with Michael
You know
Scott and Steve Carell is awful.
Just
Awful,
stop.
awful.
You're the worst.
I am the worst.
Bober's going to be so excited that he's not the worst today, but you are.
I am the worst. For real. But number 10 is
Yeah.
Number 10, TV mothers.
Oh, that was a good one.
those are
And there
really
we
good,
are
man.
as little kids with beards.
Yes.
That
And
was
I have
fun.
bags under my eyes because y'all make me exhausted.
No, you
Oh,
look
it's-
like you're saying, "Somebody please help me." You're like
We're
doing
all
Morse
gonna
code
smile
with
and
your blinks,
all of a
trying to
sudden
get out of there.
she's the female version of Christmas Vacation. We're gonna be that or Family Vacation. We're gonna be the happiest fuckers out there. And then a smile.
Good God. Oh, I love it. I love it. Who won this one? Do you remember?
Oh man, I should have looked that up. I thought about actually putting the top 10 in the picture, and I really
Yeah.
should have done that. But
I don't remember who won TV Mothers, but Cersei Lannister did not get a vote.
No,
Allison.
I was very
That I
mad.
do remember.
Mrs.
if you'll give me a
Cunningham.
moment,
was
we're
up
about
there.
to.
And then I know that the Cosby Show scored high in that one.
Did she, Mrs. Huxtable?
I
I didn't
thought
think
she
so.
did.
Okay, I'm looking
Peggy
this up.
Bundy?
Bear with me for just a moment. I can go through these.
Okay.
Yeah. And see, my sunglasses are showing my eyes, which never.
I know that's wrong.
That's wrong. Yeah.
Well, sometimes I have to pick my battles with
Right,
ChatGPT.
exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. And Allison with the pearls there.
All right.
Speaking of mothers, do y'all remember Serial Mom? Have I told
You
all how
love
much I
Kathleen
love that
Turner. You have
movie?
talked about this
Yes.
multiple
Serial
times.
Mom. I haven't thought
Yeah.
about that in
He
years.
loves her. Oh my
Yeah.
God.
The juror wearing white after Labor Day? Please. Oh, you should
So
know
good.
better.
So
Oh,
good.
so good to me. So good to me.
Fantastic.
If I can
Oh,
find it, I will tell you who won this stupid thing. Oh my goodness. I'm just not.
You've got all of our historical
Jerry's got
slides.
all of the polls.
I know.
Yeah, I've got it all here. So this was back before. Let's see.
This was Mother's Day, so it would have been
It was
May.
Mother's, and I've got it. And Kitty Foreman won this.
Oh, okay.
Ah,
Yes.
Yes.
Excellent. Yes.
All right, so I'll
that's-
keep it on this page so I can
Okay.
go back.
Yeah,
And
Kitty
I'll-
Foreman was a fantastic
She
mom.
was
just to
she was a
mention
great
that.
mom. This was a
the
good
one where
list.
she's always making
Her voice
margaritas.
is great.
Oh yeah.
But this was a good list because y'all yelled at me about Cersei Lannister for a while.
Well,
so I
you're the one
really
that put
enjoyed
Cersei on the list, and in
I
no way,
absolutely
shape, or
did.
form is she a great TV mom of
Hey.
any kind. She's not a good book
Because
mom
she
either.
did anything that was required for her kids.
Number
Incestuous
9,
love.
Yeah,
Gross.
Munster Ballad.
Okay. Another reason this was good was because of the argument we had about what constitutes a monster ballad.
Well, I didn't vote for it. We still don't know.
I love this one. This was Amy's birthday show.
It was.
Right?
Yes.
Amy was on the
And we
show.
love
That's why
having-
she's rocking the Gibson, the purple
That's right.
Gibson.
The purple Gibson.
And the winner
we
of this
love
poll
having-
was "I Remember You" by Skid Row.
Yes.
There you go. I love having Amy on the show, but she still
I know.
doesn't know what a monster ballad is. And she left and may be back, so she might have heard me just say that, but that's fine. She knows I mean it out of love.
Yes.
But I Remember You is a pretty good song for that show.
It is. I love that. For some reason, though, with I Remember You, I don't know if on their CD it was at a lower volume than the other songs, but it seems like every time I ever play that, it seems like it's dialed low.
Mm.
And I never understood that.
It's probably because it was Skid Row and they sang mostly hairband metal, and it was their one ballad, I think. Right?
Maybe so. I
So
mean,
maybe.
18 in Life.
Yeah, but that was not a ballad. At least I don't think so.
Should go either way.
Okay. Either way, whatever. All right, what's number 8?
Number 8, college
Ah,
football nicknames.
This was good.
Touchdown Tommy got screwed again, though. Stupid ass primetime one. And he's not even going to be in college soon enough. I'm surprised they haven't fired him yet from Colorado.
I mean, actually, you're not wrong.
This is the second time in his career that Touchdown Tommy got robbed of an award and finished in second place in something that he was clearly number one. Also, this is the gift Amy got me in my Not coaster, is going right next to my Indomitian Sue signed helmet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was Primetime that won that one, Terry. I remember that. It's like Eddie George in 95 being the genesis of my hatred for Ohio State.
All right.
All right. Number 7, Super Bowl halftime shows.
I forgot we did this show
And
until I saw it on the
This is
list.
the one I'm making fun of. Look at this trash picture that I put out there. What a
Wow.
horrible thing this is. This was well before I learned how to do this.
Yeah,
Who
I
won
could have
this
at least
one?
been the lead
'Cause
singer.
it wasn't Bad Bunny, right? And I got
Was
mad.
it Prince? Did Prince win this one?
It was Prince.
Okay.
Super Bowl 16, 2007. No. 41. Oh boy, I'm stupid. Okay. XLI is 41. My bad.
Yeah.
16.
Excellent. Yeah, Dad said.
not a
I
V,
thought. I
stupid.
think I saw my dad say somewhere that the halftime show at the Christmas game was Snoop Dogg, and it was pretty good.
That's what I've been hearing.
Yeah, so I got to go check that out. And for my dad to say that, it had to be pretty good. But he's liked a couple of the past year Super Bowl shows. So
I really did like the rap Super Bowl show.
Yeah.
And by the way,
so did I.
since it showed 50 Cent rather.
Mm.
I mean, 50 Cent is another level for 2026. I'm just letting you all know.
Can
If I
Yeah.
ever send you a 50 Cent meme, you've been warned.
Mhm.
Petty may be the word of the year. Petty, Terry.
Mm.
Anyway.
Sorry, I'm over here looking up the next list.
Okay.
And that next list is number 6, foods you
Oh,
hate that
come on.
others love. And olives won this list. And I completely agree because olives suck.
Disagree. They're my top 5 foods,
Yuck.
but the eggs. Oh,
Oh, look, I had prime rib and eggs
yes, you.
on cheese.
Why'd you
this
have to
morning
ruin it?
on bread. It was so good. It was an omelet on toast. Well, it made it a sandwich. It was delicious. It was so good. And my prime rib is fantastic.
Yeah.
Maybe
well,
one day I'll make it for you.
It looked like it. Yeah, and I told y'all that I
Maybe.
somehow stumbled
I'm
upon.
not cooking in the compound.
Well, I somehow stumbled upon Beef Wellington TikTok recently.
Yeah,
my
you
God.
did.
These are some fabulous videos, man, with the lattice on top and everything.
Oh, yeah.
People
Not
are
the
really
worst.
doing it up. Oh my
Nope.
goodness, it looks
That's
so
I
good.
love seeing that stuff. Did you see that tool that they use to make the lattice?
Oh yeah,
That's some
that is
pretty
really
cool
cool
shit.
too.
Also, I want to interject a question here because Bober
is
says
it?
olives are great.
What
How
is
are you
this?
Greek and not like olives?
He does. He said they're great.
I'm talking about you.
No,
I
she
love
loves.
olives.
I hate.
Oh, okay.
He
Okay.
hates
Oh,
olives.
okay.
I think
I had
olives
that
are
too.
one of the
Okay.
best foods in the world.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
yeah.
Kalamata olives are
Yucko.
fantastic.
Yes. So are green olives, Devin.
I
You're
barely
wrong.
like olive oil. I mean,
Oh my God. I will tell you this. Do not make bread with olive oil because it's all it will taste like is the olive oil.
well,
But
that's the thing. It
sunflower
really takes
oil-
over. It really takes over.
Yeah, sunflower oil though gives it this great nutty taste. So trick.
Did you see the croutons I made?
Yes.
Salad. Oh my God, it was so
Yes.
good. So good.
Bread
Made with
is very
olive oil and Dano's seasoning. What's
Mm.
number 5, Terry,
Dano.
before we get
That's
started?
an account. Dano Seasoning. That's an account that I block on every social media in every way I can because I cannot stand that guy. Anyway,
Oh Lord. All
number
right.
5,
Really?
college football
Oh,
coaches.
see, there you go. Okay.
And obviously Nick Saban won this.
Yeah, Nick Saban won this one.
That's not a
followed by
surprise.
the Bear and Bobby Bowden. Tom Osborne was number 4. I guess maybe that's okay. But he's still my goat because he was my football coach. So, but we had a lot of weird ones on that one. Terry Spurrier didn't get on there. Meyer didn't get on the list.
Paterno.
Urban Meyer.
Paterno. So, and I still like that Terry thinks I'm a yeller. I'm a yeller on the football here.
I
so
said
funny.
you're singing. You're so happy that your team's doing well that you're singing.
Look at
Yeah,
those
really
eyebrows.
bringing
He is not happy.
Mhm.
Mm-mm. At least your hat's on right, Andrew.
Oh, I should have made the hat back.
Oh my God,
dude.
stop.
Oh my God, he probably would have had a heart
So my
attack, Terry.
My dad was my baseball coach, like from day one all the way through. Like went to high school, and we had a kid that wanted to wear his hat backwards on the field. You think my dad was letting that happen? Oh man, no way.
Absolutely
Mm-mm.
not. Absolutely not. Mm-mm. All right, what's number 4?
Number 4 is TV Dads,
Oh,
won
that's
by
good.
Philip Banks from the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Yes. Uncle
He was so
Phil.
good. That scene
Yeah.
where
Yep.
he's the
Oh
dad
yeah,
and
Mhm.
Will's dad actually left him or whatever. Oh, it's so good.
So good.
And he was a great dad in Fresh Prince.
Yeah.
The original, not the remake, because I guess the
Correct.
remake's just called Bel Air. But
Yeah.
there's a remake.
Yeah.
I don't need to watch.
It's on
called
Peacock.
Bel-Air. It's on the Peacock.
Oh,
It's
I
actually-
canceled Peacock because
Oh,
I have no
okay.
use for it anymore.
I watched like the first season and it wasn't bad. It just wasn't anything close to what you're used to. That's all.
Okay.
It's a drama instead.
It got that way at times.
Oh no,
in
this
the
is
original,
this
but
is
this
an
is just
adult
straight up
drama.
going into it.
Straight up
Okay.
adult drama. Yeah.
Yeah, this isn't after school
Mm-mm.
show no more.
This isn't a TJIF show or nothing. No.
Mm.
Mm.
All right.
So
number 3.
what? Oh, okay. Here's
Oh.
the most important thing with this remake. What's the intro music like?
No,
Nah.
not even, no.
Not West
Mm-mm.
Philadelphia born
Oh.
and raised.
No. On
Then-
the playground is where
Then
I
I'm
spent
done
most of
with
my
this. I will
days.
never watch this.
Yeah.
Have we done TV show themes? That would be good.
No, but we should.
That would be good. That would be really good.
It'll
We
go
need to do
along
that.
with the next series.
Oh, it will. Because I
There you
guess
go.
we are doing another series.
We are doing another series. I love series. They come out well. All right, let's keep going.
Number 3, movie starring SNL cast members. Mike Bober's idea, and he was on the show. This was won by Animal House.
Hard to beat.
Yeah.
Animal House is great, of course.
Very quotable.
Belushi, as Blutowski. Double Secret Probation.
Probation.
Yeah. Oh, so good. Dean
I'm a
Wormer.
Get it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Who's
that,
Blutowski? Zero.
that's
point-
gross to me. I cannot stand that. That's like I don't know if y'all seen the movie Kingpin, but
Yes.
there's a couple of scenes from King. I love the movie Kingpin, but there's a couple of scenes
Oh, yeah,
that
that
are
are gross.
disgusting. And I
Where he
cannot-
milks the cow. Yeah.
Oh, that and then where he's flossing. I can't watch that part either.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
What Devin said. Devin said elf. I agree.
But one of
No.
the funniest parts, and I'm just such a child for admitting this, when he gets in the fight with the woman and he's like punching her boob, that is so funny. And then right before that, Woody Harrelson is saying, "It's getting real stormy. We got to get out of here." And it smells like. And he turns around and he sees her and he goes, "Shit!" And the guy goes, "Oh, I think I can smell it. Let's get going." Anyway,
Oh my God.
I don't know why I went on a rant about Kingpin, but that wasn't.
Oh, that's such a bad movie. Like it's when he wakes up with the tattoo, I've defiled my body.
Oh,
and
it is.
and then he doesn't realize he's got the
Jack one in the back. Oh man.
Well, look at that. Bober gave us some facts here. Kingpin was filmed in Pittsburgh.
Well, there's another
Excellent.
reason not to ever go there. Anyway.
Number 2, historic baseball
Oh,
player
Ah,
nicknames. Won
yes.
by Mr. October, Reggie Jackson.
Which is just okay.
that's all right.
Just okay.
Yeah.
I
We
mean,
got
I know
enough.
he's a Yankee, but Bober accused us of weighting
Yes.
the show with only Yankees, but it's not our fault that the Yankees are God's baseball team.
Well,
Not our
I mean,
fault.
I
Not
mean,
our fault.
if you thought anything else was going to happen with a baseball list other than there being a bunch of Yankees on there, I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, the Sandman got robbed, but still, you know, Mariano finished what, 9th? That was terrible.
Oh, you were so upset.
Terrible voting.
So
oh,
Yeah.
and then I left Godzilla off of there completely.
yeah.
Oh, Hideki Matsui, what's
Yeah.
wrong with you? The 09 MVP, the man who brought the Yankees number 27? Shit, Terry.
Fantastic.
And Godzilla is a really cool nickname, although probably racist because of the Japanese people. But,
Yeah.
you know.
Well, at least they didn't say Gojira because that is the name of a band, and I didn't even know
Is it really?
that that's the original name of Godzilla.
Yeah.
If you look it up, and there's a band called Gojira, and I didn't know.
I didn't know
that's
there
what
was a
that
band named that.
Oh, it's
Mhm.
it's real heavy.
Mm. Okay. What's number
All right.
1?
Number 1, sticking with the theme, Major League Baseball stadium.
Nice.
Baseball dominated this list, and the winner
Yeah.
of this list was Wrigley Field.
Well, it's all right. Yeah. Really.
Yeah.
And Fenway
mean,
was number 2.
Nope,
And
wrong.
Yankee Stadium number 3.
No. No.
The
Wrong.
monster. It's the
Grumble,
monster.
grumble, grumble. No.
Yeah.
It is the Monster.
It's good to
It's
watch
the
concerts there.
Ivy.
That's it.
The Ivy and the Monster are what put them at the top, I think.
I will say, I said this multiple times, having been in Chicago and Wrigley multiple different times to go to games, it's iconic. It's historic. You can feel it when you're there. It really is an experience.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I can't imagine, you know, it would be like going to the old Brooklyn Stadium.
Yeah.
And I mean that seriously. Like,
Yeah.
this is the place where the legends of baseball
Mhm.
played, and Wrigley is still one of those places.
And to be fair, so is Fenway. Yankee Stadium is now the new Yankee Stadium, and a
Yeah,
lot
it's
of
not.
people have their comments about that, which is fine.
Yeah.
Bober, I might have rated PNC Park higher if I had ever been there, as I have not. I couldn't, but
And by the way, we are below 90 days till opening day. It's 87 days till baseball starts again.
Mm.
Pitchers and catchers going to report them by math in about 60.
yes,
Yeah.
month and a half.
I saw
out.
Jarrett Cole.
Jarrett or Garrett.
No, it was definitely Jarrett.
Oh, damn it!
I saw Jarrett Cole rehabbing again, and he
Oh,
thinks
he's rehabbing, so it's Jarrett.
It's definitely
yeah.
Jarrett. Yes.
he thinks he's going to be back, but you know, I mean,
Oh,
Tommy John
man.
surgery is a monster for pitchers, so we'll see.
It's just a thing now. It's
Oh,
crazy the number.
And I don't know that we've talked about this, but since we're on the baseball and I'm gonna be on my bullshit for the next 120 seconds, they knew that Carlos Rodon's chip in his elbow was so bad that
Yeah.
he could barely lift his arm, and they let him pitch in the playoffs that way anyhow.
Mm-hmm.
Stupid. You have a $1 billion baseball franchise and better medicine than anybody listening to the sound of my voice will ever get in their life. And you allow your second pitcher to barely be able to raise his arm for that final game. There are better ways of doing things.
Yep.
Well, they let Judge play hurt too.
Whatever.
Let me
Good
run
list.
down the top 10 best of 2025 TNA top 10 lists. Number 10, TV Mothers. Number 9, Munster Ballads. Number 8, College Football Nicknames. Number 7, Super Bowl Halftime Shows. Number 6, Foods You Hate That Others Love. Number 5, College Football Coaches. Number 4, TV Dads. Number 3, Movies starring SNL cast members. Number 2, Historic Major League Baseball nicknames, and number one, Major League Baseball stadiums. Good list, dominated by baseball. We have some baseball lovers in the crowd,
I also love that 2 of our lists were when we had guests, which is kinda great.
right?
So just a note to those we haven't had on the show yet, reach out if you're interested. We can figure it out.
Well, another reach out, TV dads and TV mothers both came from Alex's idea, and we
That's
split it
right.
up into two.
Thank you, Alex. That's
So
Yeah,
right.
half
and
of
I
this list is basically other
Yeah.
people's idea for lists.
Excellent.
yeah, we told you last year we couldn't do it without you, and we really
That's
mean
right.
it. We are working on year 4. Honestly, it's crazy to
Mhm.
believe that, but we are working on year 4, full year 3, I guess, right, Terry? Because we started in the fall of 23. So 23,
Something
24,
like that.
25, and we're starting into the 4th year of doing this show.
Yeah, I mean, we decided to have a podcast 2 weeks before football season started in 2023.
And went
So
3
that would have been
hours with me
August.
holding a cell phone on the
Oh my
first
goodness, it was rough. And
Well,
I was using
oh,
that's something to talk about because we didn't have StreamYard, we didn't have this
Mm-mm.
fancy stuff. I did Zoom and I had to, this
that's
picture
right.
that we get naturally now, I was taking his feed and my feed and kind of
That's right.
doing
You were
all the math
splicing
later
everything.
and putting stuff together. And we have one episode, and I wish I kept up with which one it is. It's horrible. I need to delete it. And the audio is so bad that we're not even in sync. I don't know which episode it is, but it's out there somewhere. I
And the
apologize for that one.
and the good news is it might have only been a football show, so we didn't ruin a perfectly good list otherwise. So it's not
Right.
worth redoing. But we would definitely redo it with Allison if it was. But I'm almost certain, Terry, that was the early days where it
Yeah,
was
I think
football
so.
only. So
It was, and that's the thing. It's like realistically, I may have deleted some episodes from the podcast apps because nobody needs to listen to 2023
Mm-mm.
football episodes. So,
Mm-mm.
mhm.
yeah, I don't know.
But yeah, it's been a great run that we've had. We're going to
Yeah.
continue this run because it's still fun.
Yeah.
We are
Getting
going to
better.
have scheduling limitations. Like, for instance, I know there will be 2 in April we will not be doing. Terry's got
Right,
probably playoff soccer we won't be doing, and that's okay,
right.
But that just makes it more fun when we do
That's
get
right.
back together. And
Yeah.
we've got you guys know what we're going to talk about basically on the show. Although you never know what I'm going to say, which neither do I. So there you go.
Fair.
Topically, you know what we're going to do. But
Mhm.
no, we really do appreciate it. 2026 is going to be a banger. Do not expect me to change, though, Bober. I will always be a hockey hater unless it's heated rivalry. You need to watch that show. I'm telling you. Just don't do it at the gym while you're on the elliptical machine. That's a pro tip. I did that the other day, and things got a little harder than they should have.
Andrew.
But anyway, that's what he said. So it is what it is. I did. I
And
watched the
also,
final episode. It was awesome.
and now that I have a digital wall calendar on the wall that I got myself for Christmas, I may be more consistent getting things out to you guys
Look at you being
because
more organized. So proud of you.
Also,
I'm
if you
pretty
want to
good at
be on
forgetting to do things.
if you want to be on the committee
Yeah.
of the voting, the early
Yes.
voting that helps us pare down what we're actually going to decide on, reach out to me, Terry, or Allison. Obviously, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, the X, whatever we call it.
Yep.
Reach out to us. And most of you have my phone number, so reach out to me if you want.
And the scroll bar at the bottom, if you're watching, follow the show at T and the word and a top 10, the number 10. T and a top 10 on social media.
Yep.
And
like I
Maybe
said,
one day we'll have as many followers as Lex does.
Oh my goodness.
probably not.
We would actually have to try,
And maybe we will try a little bit in 2026. I will say that I got a week off. Well, I'm going to work a little bit, but I'm going to be at home.
I'm not going to work at all.
And I'm probably going to look at, there are 2, we can do vertical and horizontal feeds. I haven't done that yet. I know Dave was trying to get me to do that, but I have not satisfied the way it looks in my head yet. So I don't jump on those things until I'm satisfied with the way it looks, obviously. Um, so I'm going to take some time in the next few days since I will be at home and I won't be working much. I'm going to figure out some of that stuff, and we'll probably, hopefully, for the next show, um, we um, will be in both formats.
Mm,
Speaking of
sweet.
Dave, they, I believe, are taking this week off,
Yep. And they'll be
but
back
when they do
January
come back,
5th or 6th.
yeah. So when they do come back, please, if you don't watch them, start watching them. They're great. They've started having guests again, and that's always wonderful. Independent wrestling scene. It's really good to learn the stories of some of these people, and Amy's really good about asking the questions about how did you get here, what interested you in this kind of career, who influenced you, and that kind of thing. And that's what you get from this show. It's not going to be like some show talking about WWE or AEW all the time. You're going to get something here that you don't get elsewhere. So check them out. And for us, next week, we're going to start a series, I suppose, of soundtracks, and we're going to do movie soundtracks. I might start digging into that and realize I need to pare that down a bit. But we're going to do some series on soundtracks, so expect something to come out pretty soon on that.
I was just reading a comment.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
maybe not. Anyway, if you know, you know. Yeah, the guests on Talking Wrestling are usually fantastic. Now there have been a couple bombs. Let's be honest. There are people that aren't
Well,
podcast people.
you do risk it
You
because
risk that.
everybody's technology's got to
Yeah.
work. Sometimes people are boring and they don't
Yeah.
talk much. That's not your
Oh,
fault.
who is that
There-
guy? Dave's friend who was on. He was great. I can't remember his name.
There
But
was
like,
this one
yeah.
guy. There was this one guy who did his whole interview in character. It was
Yes.
fantastic.
Those
That
are
was really
great.
good. Yeah.
and
I like
mean,
it when
was-
they have two guys that are going to
Yeah.
fight each other on.
Yeah.
That's wonderful.
That is
When
good.
somebody will come in the comments and start trash talking.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Good
There's been a
stuff.
I
couple
love it.
ones where you're like, what are they doing? Like,
I like
is
it for me because up here in the Northeast, I don't get to see a lot of these promotions. So I learn about wrestlers that I otherwise wouldn't really get to see.
Right.
And then if once in a while they do come up here, I'm like, oh my God, I know this person. They were on Dave and Amy's show. So that's
Yeah.
kind of cool.
And that's why I like going to independent shows because
Absolutely.
you might show up and you're one of 200 people, and the ring is maybe not as put together as you would hope,
Yeah.
you know, because they're using the money they have to get the best that they have, and it is what it is. But you'll see somebody, and the next thing you know, they're in NXT or something, and you're like,
That's how I saw
that guy's
Orange
talented.
Cassidy,
It's great.
Chris Statlander, MJF, like all those guys I saw on the independent circuit, which is so great. You know, now seeing them all, it's like this is fantastic. I love it.
The worst ring ever was still Huntsville, Alabama, the Von Braun or whatever that was, and GCW, where you could see not only under the ring because they didn't have a skirt, but that some bitch was definitely cockeyed. And like, what are they doing over there?
I love it.
I enjoyed that show though. That was a good room for a show. I will
That
say
was
that.
a fun show.
Yeah.
Shout out
Nick
to
Gage
Scott
ran
for our good
that
seats.
idiot coach over. That was fantastic. Not Coach Keith. We love him. The other one, the imitator that, you know, is a scumbag. But anyway.
I love that I got safety goggles left on my seat for me for the blood, just in case.
Which didn't happen because
That
it's a
was so
non-blood state. which
Correct. It was a
great.
non-blood state, but that was a joke because Scott knows how much I love blood matches and death matches, and every time I end up going to a GCW show somewhere else, it's right in front of me, and it's just like, thanks so much.
Yeah.
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 Love you. Thank you.
All right.
All right.
So
This was a good show.
we got through it quicker than I thought we would.
That's what he said.
An hour. Hope not.
Not
Anyway,
something
an
to
hour
brag
and 50
about.
minutes.
Not something to brag about.
but it's been a good year, and we look forward to 2026.
Yeah.
And we may push it out there more. Oh, Amy's back just in time.
Yay.
Just in
Yeah,
time for
sorry.
me to tell her she still don't know what a rock ballad is.
Oh my God, Amy, don't listen to him.
Do you want to see the
Or-
top 10? I'll go back to that slide to give you a sneak peek of it.
What a good tag team is.
You're the worst. You're so
I
mean.
am the worst.
I can flip back for you.
Oh
She's not
my.
commenting.
She said I missed the top 10.
Oh,
I know,
she said
Terry was
yes.
trying to go
Here
back.
we go.
There you go.
Baseball dominated it, Amy. Top 2 were baseball related.
But your-
Monster Ballads was number 9.
Yeah, your birthday list and Bover's birthday lists both made the list. And Alex's 2 recommendations both made
Yeah.
the list. So we were very happy. Good list.
College football was on there good.
Big unit.
There it is.
That's my
So
girl. That's my girl right there.
We told everybody that you guys are taking a week off and you'll be back. And we're just telling them 2026 is going to be good. Thanks for everything in 2025. But thanks for coming back, Amy. Devin, Bober, George was here.
Heather
Let's
Whitley.
see, Heather was here. Who am I missing? Who did I not say? Is that everybody?
That's everybody.
That
And thank you
commented
to
at me?
Alex who will listen later when he's not at work. We appreciate your
right.
support 100%. No.
Yeah. Good stuff.
That's right. So thanks everybody for 2025. We look forward to a great 2026. And let's go ahead and wrap this up. And next week we're going to start a series on soundtracks. Right now we're saying movie soundtracks, but if I end up having a list of 500, we're going to have to figure out what to
We're
do
going to
with
have
that.
to figure it out. All right.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
As
may have
always.
to do Disney may have to go separately.
Disney's going to go by itself. I'm
Yeah.
making
Here we
that
go.
decision.
Make the
Right.
rule. I agree. I agree,
Sci-fi
Andrew. I
soundtrack.
agree.
Or do I just need to go look at the list for villains and do soundtracks for all of those?
Well, I don't think sci-fi soundtracks really.
Fucking Terminator.
Star Trek.
Right. Star Wars. All right, maybe.
Oh, I meant Star Wars. for a
Fucking
second.
But is there
Yeah,
like
Darth Vader has his
Battlestar
own march.
Galactica music? No. Like
Darth Vader has his own march.
yeah,
And
but
then-
Dazed and
you're talking-
Confused is one of my favorite soundtracks, and it's got to find its way on there.
well, like Heather's for
then
me.
the Jedi song. Like
All
the
right,
Jedi.
what if
Breakfast
we-
Club.
What if we narrow it down to like the theme song for the movie? Like Gloria Love for Karate
Theme.
Kid 2
Oh.
or
Top
uh
Gun.
No,
Top
because,
Gun, yeah.
because Karate Kid,
Highway to
Best
the Danger
Around
Zone.
is the best around is a phenomenal song, and it is not the theme song for the movie.
So obviously, we're going to have to talk about
Yeah. Okay.
what this is going to look like. It is going to be a series, and we may go through March with this, apparently.
Terry knows us so well because there's going to be a lot of behind
Yeah.
the scenes. No, yes,
No.
don't do that.
And my goal for 2026 is to have the poll out no later than Wednesday every week.
Wow.
So
Okay.
get it out early, talk it up, give people a second chance,
Okay.
and then maybe we'll get more votes.
All right.
One
I like
time
it.
this calendar year, Terry, this has happened. I 100% agree with Mike Bober's last comment. 100%. One time in the calendar year 2025, this has happened.
You're welcome.
Let's
Bober.
not do
Merry
this too
Christmas.
often, Bober, in 26.
Great
okay?
way to end it.
Yeah.
Yeah, great way to end it. No, this is gonna be fun. I'm gonna have such a good time with this. And the music, of course, I'm always right. Y'all are always wrong. So it's okay.
Well, let's do it.
Part
As
of it is 'cause
always,
Allison is old, but wrap us up,
love
Terry.
your
Let's go.
people. Tell them you love them. Make it weird. See you next time, everybody.